If you've tried learning front noses, you probably know how horrible this trick is. It's just terribly uncomfortable and it's really scary. However, today we're going to be using this clip from Jamie Foy to see if we can make learning frontside nose slides less scary. So the question is, how is this clip supposed to help us learn how to frontside nose slide? Well, there's two things. The first thing is the arm. As you see Jamie Foy go to ollie into his frontside nose slide, watch his front arm as it extends out parallel with the ledge. This helps hold his body and shoulder position parallel even while his hips are perpendicular to the ledge. If you watch my Ashad Ware's Secret to Frontside Board Slides, it's a very similar concept. Crossing the hips one way and the shoulder the other way helps stack your body to give you better balance, and it also makes it less scary. If you do slip out, you'll be able to catch yourself. The second thing is the back foot. If you watch Jamie Foy's back foot, he lifts his back foot high into the air, and this allows his back truck to rise up. You notice that his back wheels are higher than his front wheels. This angle helps clear his wheels away from the side of the ledge, so that way he's not sticking, and it allows him to put as much surface area of the nose onto the ledge to give Jamie Foy the cleanest, most consistent slide possible. Now, as Jamie Foy approaches the end of the ledge and is ready to come out, you can see once again that because he held his arm and shoulder parallel to the ledge, he effortlessly turns back to regular without a problem. So it seems pretty easy, right? Well, as you know, this isn't a trick that I do, so today we're gonna find out whether my analysis of Jamie Foy's technique is correct. I'm gonna go to the skate park, we're gonna get warmed up and try leading with that arm and shoulder and lifting up the back foot to see if this really is the secret to frontside nose slides. And then at the end of the video, I'm gonna let you know whether or not this theory worked and if this is something that you should actually try to do as well if you're trying to learn frontside nose slides. So let's head to the skate park, get warmed up, and try to learn frontside nose slides like Jamie Foy. So I've been at the front nose for probably like 30 minutes. I'm trying to go back to regular. The only way I can manage to get close is by going to fakie, and it's not by choice. It's basically the board is wanting to take me around to fakie, or my body's wanting to go around to fakie, and I'm not trying to. I'm trying to like resist it. But at this point, I'm pretty much just gonna give in, try and get a few more of those to fakie just to get the feeling of sitting on the front nose. And then hopefully, if I understand what to fakie feels like, I'll be able to use that as a reference point to get myself to come back to regular. So this is honestly a lot harder than I thought it would be. I'm not sure how this is gonna go. Okay, so after all of my testing, was my hypothesis correct? Was pulling your right arm and shoulder parallel with the ledge and lifting your back foot the secret to learning this trick? The answer is yes and no. First, I'll tell you why I say yes. So as far as the back foot is concerned, lifting it up high into the air, that really does help lock in your front nose slide to give you the best slide ever. If you push your back foot down, what that does is that drags your wheels and you'll end up hearing that squeaking noise. That's the last thing that you want to hear. When you hear your wheels squeaking, you don't know whether or not you're gonna stick or slip. Once you're actually sliding, then you have a chance to figure out what to do with your shoulders. What didn't work about my theory was getting the arm forward. Not that this doesn't work, because obviously it works for Jamie Foy, but what kept happening to me is I would put my shoulder out, and then when I would land on the front nose, the weight of coming down would almost like pull my shoulder back around and send me to fakie. Now, I don't think this would have been as big of a problem had I been skating a taller ledge. Like if you watch Jamie Foy's clip, he pretty much ollies up level to the ledge, whereas because my ledge is so low, I'm like kind of having to ollie up and then come down, which ends up screwing up my shoulder position. But finally, what I had to do to make this work was almost treat it like a front crook, where I ollied into the front nose and really delayed turning my shoulders parallel. So I kind of like kept my shoulder tucked in, ollied into the front nose, and then finally opened up my shoulder. That way the impact happened with my shoulder here, and then let my arm swing. Because if my arm swings out here and then the impact happens, it ends up chucking me back to fakie. So slightly delaying that shoulder and arm extension was the one thing that helped me start to land a few of these back to regular. And my tip for you, if you're going to learn this trick, is just focus on getting the slide, getting your back foot up. I was super stressed about trying to get it back to regular, but I feel like if I would have just taken the first day to focus on just getting into the slide and popping out to fakie, I feel like getting that slide would have set me up better to learn how to get it to regular. But this process of coming up with theories, testing them, and then tweaking them, and going back and testing and tweaking, for me, that's really the key of learning skateboarding. As many of you know, I've struggled with tray flips. I've probably made like half a dozen videos about trying to learn tray flips. And in this session, after the front noses, I actually took some time to work on doing my tray flips up the Euro. And I had a huge mental breakthrough, and I want to share that with you guys. But first, here is the tray flip battle from today. So after an hour of trying, I was finally able to get a tray flip that I actually like. But to be fair, I did land like all in all 10 sketchy ones before I landed the one that I really wanted. But the fact that just a few months ago, doing one tray flip up the Euro was like a big deal, and now I did 10 in an hour, that's a lot of improvement. So let me tell you what I was thinking about and what tweaks I made that seems to be helping me be more consistent with my tray flips. So if you watch Felipe Gustavo's tray flip, look how much weight he has on his front foot. Now normally when you put a ton of weight on your front foot and try and do a trick, the board's gonna just slip out and go backward. But what Felipe Gustavo does is he puts all the weight over his front foot, but then he lifts that leg up, and in order to keep the board from flying backward, he scoops his back foot diagonally forward. Something about this body position seems to scoop the board in the right direction to get the perfect contact between that corner of the tail and the ground. So your head is a little bit over your front foot, get that front foot out of the way, and then scoop forward. Trying to create the scoop and rotation with your ankle rather than your whole leg makes the tray flip work a lot easier. However, if you do want to sell out and just start doing tray flips right away, I have heard that if you buy a Friday hoodie and support my channel, you pretty much skip all the learning and you just have tray flips on lock. I'm not sure this works for me because this is my channel, but that's just what I'm hearing from satisfied customers. Okay, that was stupid. Thank you guys for watching. Make every single day a Friday. Subscribe if you like these videos, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace. Are frontside over crooks real?